Good afternoon, boys. Let us go further. The next point of this chapter, the concept of conservation of angular momentum. In this case, sometimes in board examination, 2 mark question is asked. State and prove the law of conservation of angular momentum. Or question can be asked, give applications, that means uses of conservation of angular momentum. Let us see the statement and the proof. Let us see statement. If external resultant torque acting on the body is 0, then angular momentum of the body is conserved or constant. So understand the statement. If tau, that means torque is 0, then capital L, that means angular momentum is constant. So this is the statement. Let us see proof. To prove this, we should know the relation between angular momentum and linear momentum. The relation between angular momentum and linear momentum is given by angular momentum is equal to moment r, that means distance, cross product, linear momentum. In symbols, we can say that angular momentum capital L is equal to r bar cross p bar. So angular momentum is expressed in terms of cross product or vector product of distance or moment arm and linear momentum. We want to find out dl by dt. So differentiating with respect to time, that means take derivative of both sides of this equation. So d by dt, derivative of left hand side, is equal to d by dt, derivative of right hand side, that means r cross p. So we get dl by dt, bar is there, bar indicates vector quantity, is equal to r bar cross dp bar by dt plus p bar cross dr by dt. One rule is there, if y is equal to u cross p, then the first term as it is into derivative of second one plus now second term as it is the derivative of first term. Rule is there, rule of differentiation. But we know that dr by dt is called as a velocity. Standard formula is there. P bar is called as mass into velocity. Again v bar is there. It is a vector quantity. And dp bar by dt, rate of change of linear momentum, it's called as force. So we should know these terms. So in place of dp by dt, we write a bar. In place of dr by dt, we write v. And in place of p bar, we write m into v. So these terms, this concept you should know. Then and then it is possible to go further. So in place of dp upon dt, we write f. So we get dl by dt is equal to r cross f bar plus, now in place of p, we write m into v bar and this term as it is. So we get mv bar cross v bar because dr by dt is equal to v bar. So putting values in proper places. So we get dl by dt is equal to r cross f bar plus mv bar cross v bar. So we get after that r bar cross f bar plus m in a bracket v bar cross p bar. M is a constant. It is a scalar quantity. It is not a vector quantity. So we can take cross product between these two terms and we can take m outside the bracket. So we get dl by dt is equal to r bar cross f bar plus m v bar cross v bar. But we know that r bar cross f bar is called as a torque, tow bar, standard formula. Just like force is equal to mass into acceleration, here torque is given by r bar cross f bar, standard formula is there, and a bar cross a bar is 0. We know that scalar product with respect to its own vector is always equal to 0. So here v bar cross p bar, self cross product, is always 0. So we get v bar cross v bar is equal to 0. So putting in above equation, we get in place of this we write torque, tow, and in place of this we write 0. So we get dl by dt is equal to tow bar plus m into 0. So we get dl by dt is equal to tow bar plus m into 0. So we get dl by dt is equal to tow bar plus 0. This term is 0. That means we cannot consider this term. We can neglect it. Now suppose according to the statement of the law, suppose external torque acting on the body is 0. We have seen the statement. What is the statement? If external torque acting on the body is 0, then we want to prove that L is equal to constant. So we have to assume here, suppose external torque acting on the body is 0. So resultant torque acting on the body is 0 or balanced. So putting this value of tau equal to 0 in this equation, we get dl bar by dt is equal to 0. And we know that derivative of constant is always 0. So we can conclude that from this equation, we can conclude that derivative of this term must be constant. So we get L bar is equal to constant, or we can say that I omega is equal to constant. So we can conclude that when tau is equal to 0, then L is equal to constant. That means when torque is acting on the body is 0, then angular momentum capital L is conserved or constant. In this way we can prove the law of conservation of angular momentum. In examination you should know how to prove this. Statement carries 1 mark and simple proof is there which carries 1 mark. Let us see alternative method to prove the law of conservation of angular momentum. So we know that the relation between torque and angular acceleration alpha is given by the formula. This is the formula. Tau is equal to I into alpha. So we get tau is equal to I d omega upon dt. Why? Because alpha is nothing but acceleration. That means in rotational motion, this acceleration is given by rate of change of angular velocity. Just like acceleration A in linear motion, A is given by dv upon dt. Here in case of rotational motion, we use the term alpha symbol, and this omega indicates velocity in the rotational motion. That means angular velocity. So in place of alpha we can write d omega upon dt, or in place of d omega by t we can write alpha. Now in this case in place of alpha we write d omega by dt. Now I, this term I, moment of inertia, rotational inertia, that means rotational mass, it is independent of time. So this rotation I, concept of moment of inertia, we have seen dimensions of moment of inertia. This moment of inertia dimensions m raised to 1, L raised to 2 and t raised to 0. So this term is independent of time. So derivative of this term is not connected with I, or we can say that capital I is a constant with respect to time. So even though the time changes, the value of I remains as it is. At time t equal to 0, I is constant. After 1 hour, I is constant. So we can say that with respect to derivative of time, the term I is constant, and we can take this term inside the derivative symbol. So meaning we can transfer like this: d by dt in a bracket I omega. So this constant can be taken outside derivative symbol, just like integration limit. The constant term can be taken outside derivative symbol, integration symbol or limit symbol, or we can transfer the constant term inside derivative symbol, inside integration, inside limitation. So we can transfer constant term I inside the derivative. So I omega, so tau is equal to d by dt of I omega. But we know that I omega is called as a capital L. That means I omega is nothing but angular momentum. So we get, putting this value in above equation, we get tau is equal to dl by dt. So suppose if torque tau is equal to 0, then we get 0 is equal to dl upon dt. So putting value of tau equal to 0 in this equation, we get 0 is equal to dl upon dt. And we know that when derivative is 0, its meaning is that derivative of constant is there. Because derivative of constant is always 0. The standard formula is there. So we can conclude that capital L is constant. Then and then we get derivative 0. So with the help of mathematics, we can show that this L is constant. So we can conclude that when tau is equal to 0, then L is constant or conserved. So in examination, you can use this method also and previous method also. Both methods are correct. You can choose anyone as per your understanding. Let us see examples of conservation of angular momentum. First example, ballet dancer. The ballet dancer uses this concept of conservation of angular momentum. The dancers keep legs and hands close to the body. And because of this, the frequency of rotation increases. So when hands, see figure A, hands and legs are close to the body, then frequency of rotation of the body increases. So in this case, particles of the body are close to the axis of rotation. So in this case, moment of inertia, the concept of capital I is somewhat smaller. So rotational inertia is somewhat smaller, or we can say that rotational mass in this typical case is smaller, and because of this the speed of rotation increases. On the other hand, as shown in the figure, when hands and legs are stretched, then frequency of rotation decreases. So when these hands and legs are somewhat away from the body, so we can say that distribution of particles of the body are somewhat away from the axis of rotation. That means the concept of capital I is different than this case. So we can say that because of this large distribution, the speed of rotation of the body decreases. So in this case, omega 1, speed of rotation in the first case, it's bigger than the speed of rotation in the second case. Why? Because moment of inertia in this case is somewhat smaller than moment of inertia of the body in the second case. So I1 is less than I2. But what is the important thing here? Important thing is both cases I1 into omega 1 is equal to I2 omega 2. Both things are equal. That means there is no change in energy, angular momentum. So angular momentum in both cases remains constant. Only value of I1 omega changes. So in this way, we can explain first example of the ballet dancer. This concept is used